In today's video, we are going to complete the gluing of the cloth onto what will be our book cover for my Avian journal. Hello, welcome to Nixies Notebooks. I am your host. Today, like I said in the intro, we are going to be finishing gluing this cloth down for our book cover. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to trim this up a little bit. I may speed through that just because that'll probably be a little boring. I'm going to want to leave some space here, and you want to make sure so we can actually pin it down and glue it down all along the inside. So here we go. The one thing I did notice, I'm actually disappointed. I was looking at the book and I suddenly realized I forget that when you're holding it like this and everything's right side up, this is going to be the back. I'll show you what I mean. So I wanted this to be on the front of my cover, but it's not. So it is going to be on the back, but that's okay. These came out actually pretty good. I like the way they look. I'm okay with that. Got a nice big bird in the center. I'll probably put a little little front label right here. I think that would be a very pretty place to put that. And then, you know, on the back we got this really pretty bird. So I'm okay with that. I had wanted this one on the front, but that's okay. This one will work just as well. So, all right, let's get started. So like I said, I gotta trim it down. I'll start that. And then some of this I'm gonna use, and I'm actually gonna put it in here, and I'll show you what I mean.
These are not gonna be straight cuts. I know this. And I'm okay with that.
So for this part, it doesn't matter if it's upside down or right side up at this point in time. It will start to matter when I start getting more into the book. But again, this will be our front cover. I'll hold it this way. Yeah, I put the box upside down. Doesn't matter. We're not going to see the box, so it really doesn't matter. I like these darker fabrics because you don't... So if it's a lighter fabric, you may have to take some gesso or some sort of white paint first and put that on first because you will see a bleed through. And I'm really trying to stop saying the word sometimes I forget words, and while I'm talking, because I'm trying to think of what I'm doing, and I kind of forget where I am or where I've been talking. That causes problems. Actually, we're gonna do it like this. We'll do a little bit right here, we'll do a little bit right here, and a little bit right there. So I'm going to want these sides of the fabric to get stuck down too. So if I kind of pause for a second or two, it's because I am trying to search for the right word. I usually fill it with an or so, or an and. I'm really trying not to do it because it sounds awful when I listen to my recordings and I'm like, what in the world is wrong? So there we go. Space filler, I guess. All right. Some of the glue you can peel off the glue. It's not really going to matter. This part isn't really going to show because we're going to fold that over. Just want to hold it long enough so it sticks down. And you want to make sure that these are going to make kind of a right angle depending on how well you cut your paper or your fabric. So you're going to want this to kind of be like a square. This is probably the slowest part, getting the cover done. I always like to do my covers first and get them kind of ready. That way I know the pages that can go in there. I can kind of see how they're going to look with the cover. I do sometimes not match, but you know, something kind of looks off between the cover and the pages. I'm kind of like, yeah, there we go. I get it. So Okay, I'm back. I found some colors. I don't know why I'm telling you I'm back. It's not like you had to sit there and wait for me to rummage through my closet and feed my cats. So thanks to COVID, my cats now get lunch. It's light. Let's see. Let's do it this way. That may work. It seems a little dark. This color. This is a little different. And actually, this one might work. Hold that one aside. All right, I think I'm liking this one. It's another good one. Color I think we already used. My cardstock is all messed up in my. The only thing I don't like about this, it's got white. It's like a white inside. But you know what? This actually, I like the way that looks. I debated about pulling this one out because I'm like, that might look nice on the inside of the book. Let's see. Yeah, I like it. I'm sorry. I washed my hands like 3 times. I still have glue all over them. I think this is good. I think that's the winner. Let's try just a couple more just to make sure. I don't think I want that bright blue. I think that'll be too bright. Oh, wow. I don't know now. Probably use this in the book. But yeah, that. I think that's too bright and too dark, but this will be in the book. Okay. There we go. I really like that. I'm not sure. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I'm going with this. I really thought that green was going to be it, but I am going with that blue. I really did not think that blue was going to do it, but that is what we're going to go with. I don't know why, I just like the way it kind of works. You can see it. Let's put this on the other side so you can kind of get an idea. Yeah, that really does go well with it. It really does, if you can see. I hope it looks the same on camera. It doesn't always, but yeah. All right. Yep, this is definitely it. All right. I still will use this in the book. And I'm going to put all this other paper aside because I will be using it as well. All right. Is this the, oh, this piece that was cut all wrong. So I'm not going to do it right now, but I am going to glue a piece in here. Debating. So kind of, yeah, maybe I'll do that now. All right, I should probably just do it now and get it done and over with. All right, let's see. I have to cut off. So right there, right, where's the, I just want to make sure, I don't want to get too much of the salvage edge on here. While I really don't care that much about the salvage edge in my junk journaling, it is a little thicker and is a little bit, I have to puncture this to put in the signatures, so I don't want, the salvage edge just feels funny. It doesn't work right. Okay. All right, I think we got it. So we are going to use this edge right here to cut it. Sorry, get this. If you use one of these, make sure you have a really good blade. This is probably not the best thing to use to cut this with, but it's what I use right now. So I would suggest not using this. really wanted him in there. Okay, maybe I'll just cut up a little bit further. So well, you're not really going to see it, so it really doesn't matter, does it? Not really, no. It really doesn't. I can use him for something else later on. So, that's what we'll do. Because you're not going to see him, I'm going to have the signature sewn in here. It's just to make it look a little prettier. You know, a little bit nicer. You guys are like, what are you doing? So I'm just putting this up against, this is where the book cover is going to bend. And I am just putting it up against that so I can figure out where I need to cut it from. I'll do this. Let's do this. Go. There's my marks. Okay. That's the worst thing is when you lose your marks. I remember one time I was measuring something on with a piece of paper, and I measured it 3 times. I made a mark, got it all ready. I get over to where my cutter is, and I couldn't find the mark. And then I sat down and I could find it again. I was like, ugh. This is an old blade. I need to get a new one. You really probably should cut with a really clean blade so you don't hurt yourself. But I don't feel like digging a blade out, so I haven't. Alright, let's pull my chair back in. I have like a mat underneath my desk, and it's hard to pull my chair in. So if you hear me trying to pull it in, it's not because I can't do it, it's just, well, I can't do it, that's the problem. Duh. Okay. Put this right side up though. We're going to be putting the book plates onto the edges of our books. The front cover is just going to have a plain old book plate on it. There's going to be nothing fancy. On the back one, we are going to start constructing our back book plate, which is going to have a fold out in it. It's going to fold out in several sections. So I'm going to be using 2 pieces of paper for this, and we'll go from there. I got to leave that out because I got to use it as a measuring. So let's see here. What is that? A little splatter of something. Not like food, like ink or paint. Sorry, that sounded weird. Okay, now I'm just apologizing for weird stuff. Okay, I'm gonna stop now. And I'm using a, this is a chalk pastel. Just to kind of, so I can kind of erase it if I need it. Now we're gonna move this up a little bit. And yeah, this is how I measure. I just kind of, I eyeball it really well. I'm not going to cut that way though. I am going to use a cutter. Right there was probably better. Okay. I'm just going to use this one. I pulled out 3 pieces of paper because I'm going to try something. I'm going to see if I like it. I really wanted to use my Hickory Smoke distressed ink. I'm kind of excited to do that. Oh, I already pulled it out. There we go. I'm very excited to try this. I would like to kind of use this throughout the book, kind of just use something a little bit different from the normal vintage. Sorry, I don't know if you guys can even hear me over me trying to find the inker. So I want to use this. I want to use this one because there's a lot of the vintage ones and stuff, and I just want to do something a little bit different with this journal. I'm going to round the edges too. It's not going to be a large, I'm not going to do a really big rounding of the edge. It's just going to be a small, just kind of make it a little more, I don't know, a little more complete. There we go. Alright, let's take this Hickory Smoke for a test ride. Let's see how it looks on the paper, and we'll see if we're going to be using it. I really want to, like I said, I just want to do something a little different. So my friend says hers has glitter in it. I don't think, maybe mine does have glitter in it. I can't tell. I think we might have just got glitter in her ink pad thing. Let's see. Actually, I like it. I like it distressed. I think that might be kind of fun and different. This is the front, right? Yep, this is where I want to put it. So we're going to put it right here. We're going to glue this puppy down. First one I'm going to do though. We are going to glue this down onto here, just like that. There we go. I think that's going to look really pretty. So, well, let's get started. That's the front, right? Always make sure you have the front of your book. I'm going to use the fabric tack again because I am actually affixing it to fabric as well. And this glue sticks really well to the cardboard container, or the cardboard box, or the cracker box, whatever you want to call it. This way I'm going to kind of spread around, make sure I get it everywhere. So that is what we want, especially on the corners. Well, it's starting to dry. Don't dry, don't dry, don't dry. I'm not done yet. All right, let's get this down. It's still tacky enough on that side. Oh, of course. Oh boy. All right, so I did get glue on this, but it's not the end of the world. I will fix it either by trying to scrape it off right now, which looks like it's coming off pretty easily. And I can always put something down in this corner as well, which is what I probably will have to do. Just want to clean up all that little... See, this is why I don't understand people like they use their glue, and I'm like, good lord, I just get it everywhere. I do, it's awful. Ugh. Okay. So we got the front page done, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a big book on it for a few seconds just to kind of really want want to do that, but only for a couple seconds. I don't want the glue, because if you sometimes put something down too heavy with the fabric tack, the glue will kind of seep into the fabric or the paper, and then it'll make it like oily looking. So that is something I just wanted to make you aware of. Still, we're gonna definitely have to put something there. Not a problem. We can do that. All right, now for this side, kind of show you what I'm gonna do. So it'll be 1.5 folds. Okay, that'll work. So I'm gonna keep the length, but I'm just gonna cut up this. And I will show you why. Okay. Alrighty. And now what we need to do is we need to figure out, is that a good size? Yep, that's a good size. And now I have to figure out where my first fold is going to be, and my first fold is going to be right there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to line the paper up like this. Actually, I'm going to line it up. There we go, let's do that. I'm just going to do it a little, no, do it right. Sorry, I have to get my head in the way. I have to I'm not stand up to do this. I just want to make sure I'm even. Okay, I'll take a bone folder. I'm going to make one. Don't try to break the paper, just kind of push it down so that way it's easier to fold. Okay. And then I'm going to do another one right next to it. Not too far over, but enough. Oh crap, did I make that? Yep, I made it good and crooked. Good job. All right. Now that's why we have 2 pieces of paper, right? It is crooked, right? Let me see. No, it's not. Oh, good. Yay. I did not make it crooked. Makes me feel a little bit better. All right, so I have this, and then so what I'm doing is I'm gonna just measure, like, so this is, sit down again. So this is like, I think I want to say it's about 3 inches, I think. Oh, this is about 4. Oh, this one's bigger. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Forget it. I don't know why I was thinking 3. I know why I was thinking 3 inches. It's on another journal I'm working on. Let's see. So I'm probably going to want this to only fold about 4 inches. I don't want, because what it's going to do is it's going to create, I'm going to put in here some pockets and other things, and I don't want, when I go to fold this out, to be really stuck on the back of the journal or anything like that. I want it to be able to, or the back pages of the journal, I want it to be able to come out freely on its own. So that is where we're going. And what did I say? I said 4.5, right? So about 4.5, so about 4 inches should be fine. And that will be our last flap. Actually, it won't, but sorry. I'm probably gonna cut out some of this because this is kind of boring. All right. Again, we're gonna run the ruler down here, like so. Oh, yeah, that one went crooked. You all saw that. All right. Okay, so now we have these folds. The reason why I did this is I'm going to put some stuff on the inside here that may take up a little more room. I am not going to glue this end plate in until after I finish the book. There's a reason why it will get in the way when I try to sew in the spine. So if I have this sitting here and I'm kind of maneuvering, I could break whatever's in there, ruin it, or rip it, or whatever. So I am not, oh, I'm so sorry, that should be on film. So I am not going to glue this in right away. So I'm just making sure I get both those creases good. Let's do this one. All right. Now that was a really quick journal, and basically what's going to happen is it'll be here, glued in right there, and then this will flip out, and this will flip out. Also probably, I'm going to decorate this a little bit more. We're going to put some stuff in it. That will be in the next video, and we'll go from there. Thank you. See you in the next video.